There we go.
What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to Night Kids After Dark, episode 42, where we talk about everything game related and everything under the stars. I am your host, Yanonick, followed by our co host here. We have Lily Masumi,
Damn, I feel forgotten.
Cinderelle, who will be joining us on tonight's podcast. We actually have quite a great deal of topics to talk about here today. One of them, mountain bathwater, uh, question mark. Uh, Adult Swim cuts ties with one of their voice actors, and the Golden Gun makes a return. So we're really gonna dive into these things, but more importantly, we're gonna start with. First off, how is everyone doing? How are you ladies doing this evening?
I'm doing all right. Just a little chilly. Try to hide the false advertisement on my chest as well.
Oh,
But
that's why
this
you.
shirt is very comfortable as well. So
I just I
Lily, you
just
look so
thought about it.
comfy.
I know. Hey, yo, you know what? And this joint was buy one get two free. So I have like 6 blankets downstairs. So I may have one
Where'd you
different
get
each.
them?
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Mm.
I want. They look so fluffy.
Oh, girl, yes, they are. I mean, look at this.
What colors do they come in?
Oh, they had plaid, they had purple, they had blue. Don't get me started. I can catch a deal.
I want one. It's so fluffy. My child stole my fluffy blanket. I need a new
Oh,
one.
sometimes you gotta fight kids, man.
What is everyone sipping on today?
Just iced tea.
Jeez, way to call me out like that, Yana.
Yeah,
What the
well, I'm
hell?
drinking. I have my drink, and I'm very pleased to say
It-
we are all drinking something delicious today.
Drink,
I've got
drink, drink.
adult orange
So
juice.
that's
Well, today's topic, we're going to start with one of the heavy hitters here. And the reason why this topic is important to talk about is Adult Swim cuts ties with Justin Rowland following domestic abuse charges. I hope everyone has something good in their drink because, to be entirely honest with you, this is, I think this is a good call by Adult Swim. Um,
oh dang,
so,
maybe I should go ahead and pour a little something.
with Roland out and Rick and Morty fans are auditioning for season 7. So it seems like uh we will not be hearing Roland's voice ever again as the iconic characters from the Rick and Morty show. Yesterday, news dropped that Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roland had not only been dropped from the hit TV show by Adult Swim, but also that he will be resigning from High on Life Studios Squash Games, which he co-founded. This all comes as Rollins faces 2 felony domestic abuse charges from 2020. Instead of leaving Adult Swim high and dry as it fall sorry as it faces charges of carrying Rick and Morty without the man who's voiced a great many of characters. A sizable chunk of fans took it up themselves to submit mock audition tapes for the new vacant role of Rick Sanchez and Morty Smith. So a lot of the fans are actually right now sending out their tapes and trying to show that they can replace the current Rick and Morty voices. Prior to the shitstorm of Justin Roland news relevations, Roland voiced a multitude of voices in Rick and Morty and the last year's Pass hit. High on Life back in 2018, while Rick and Morty was in its third season. Adult Swim forged a long-term deal with the creators Dan Harmon and Roland for 70 additional new episodes of the adult animated series. According to Deadline, following yesterday's news, the new Hollywood Reporter has said that Roland's voice roles will be recast and Dan Harmon will remain the sole showrunner through season 10. Wow. How do you guys, so what are y'all thoughts on this news?
Anybody going to audition?
I
Or
think anyone
anybody
can.
else?
I think anyone can audition for the role. To be entirely honest with you,
My voice is too annoying.
you
So maybe.
it
But
seems
dang. Who did he throw hands on?
I think it was his girlfriend. I did take the time to read some of the articles. And to be entirely honest with you, I don't know the full story, so please forgive my lack of knowledge. It just does seem as though whatever did transpire did take place, and it does seem as though every one that Roland worked with, they are cutting ties with them. Uh,
Dang. That's
uh,
just like, oh, who was it that? Oh, well, I guess it's not really domestic, but the dude. Well, I guess it's old news now, so I shouldn't really bring it up. It was
It's
funny
not-
though.
I mean, I'm proud of Adult Swim, honestly. A lot of big time companies will tend to sweep things under the rug or pass them off as they weren't as
Dramatic or serious?
dramatic as they were. Yeah. And I'm actually, like, honestly so proud of Adult Swim. And apparently it looks like who said like DMV said it looks like Hulu dropped him as well. I'm incredibly proud of Hulu and Adult Swim for their actions regarding this. It's a lot of times, especially big time people, really famous people, rich people, they get away with things that they shouldn't. Even people that don't have money get away with things that they shouldn't, or get off with a slap on a wrist for something that's a lot more serious. And like Lily said, we don't know the whole story. We don't know the whole story. We don't know what all occurred. We only know what's been reported to us. But obviously something's going on.
Yeah, it seems like they're going through the case stories and it's being taken to trial. But on another note, they did a lot of the fans of not only the show but people who are interested in voice acting. This seems to be a time to be able to get yourself out there and actually, as more information comes out about the story, this gives other people a chance to get their voice acting skills out there. So we have a bunch of clips to share. We have auditions for Rick and Morty by different people. So let's take a look.
My name's Katie. I'm 24 years old. I'm 5'10", and I'm auditioning for the role of Rick and Morty. Oh, Rick! Ay, caramba! You're drinking alcohol again? Oh, brother! We have space adventures to go on. You and me, we're space adventure buddies. But we're also family. And that's what matters at the end of the day. Right, Grandpa? Right, Grandpa Rick? You said it, Morty. Well, there we have it. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Hey guys, how's it going on? My name's Justin, and this is my audition for Rick or Morty.
Hi, Justin.
On the show Rick and Morty. So here's Morty. Oh jeez, Rick! Holy crap! This is worse than that time we went to space. What the deuce? This is not freaking sweet. And this is Rick.
Morty, what a loving dub dub, or whatever the fuck. Be in touch. Thank you. Thank you very much.
His is actually pretty good though.
Was it because he burped and he said "wubba dub dub"?
Yes.
I can confidently say some of these are actually really funny. They're not even.
What in the world? You just clicked on an ad.
Morty, I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. I'm Pickle Rick.
So my neighbor sounds exactly like Rick. I don't have I'll have to record him, but you have to believe me. He sounds so much like Dude, my little cousin, he sounds exactly like Morty. It's crazy. You should hear him. If I could bring him in, he sounds. And then here's Rick too. Morty, I can't believe they turned me into a pickle. Morty, oh.
No lies detected.
I'm very pleased to say that I am the probably oldest person here and the most immature person here.
I don't know. We might be neck and neck.
Some of those were really great, and I think overall they were just doing their best, and that was enough just to get a good laugh out of me.
Yeah, Justin did all right. And yeah.
I think Justin was probably one of the best.
And the dude that was like, all right, the ad dude he clicked on, and then we got the real video.
And then we got an ad. Well, ads or not, we do know that
There we go.
we grew up watching a whole bunch of different television shows and movies, but did you guys watch James Bond growing up? Anyone here? Anyone watch James Bond? No?
He likes
007?
it shaken and not stirred.
You know this.
I've never seen a single James Bond or Mission Impossible movie.
Is that by choice or by design?
Both?
Oh,
Wow.
Well, fun fact, GoldenEye will be making a return to Xbox Game Pass. Wait, a return? Making a debut on Game Pass and Nintendo Switch Online.
Look at these grade 1 graphics.
Man, solid. Here's the thing. A lot of people don't get it, but I don't think the Call of Duties, the Halo, the first person shooters that we play today would not be what they are if it wasn't for this this game along with all the other first person shooters of this era. So with that being said, go ahead.
I'm about to say the trash talk was on a different level with this. Because they was like, oh, you're screen watching, you cheating, man.
Screen watching, talking about, oh man, you playing with
the days of screen watching.
See me with proximity mines or see me with power weapons on. Oh man, all of those. James Bond will be returning to GoldenEye remastered. But when will you be able to play this updated version of the Nintendo 64 Classic? After years of anticipation, the beloved N64 game GoldenEye 007 is finally returning to some modern consoles. Fans are eager to dive back into the cherished classic, though when they will be able to start playing GoldenEye is proving to be a surprisingly tough question. The GoldenEye remaster is set to launch on January 27th for Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch. The game news for owners both those consoles is that the remastered FPS will be available via each platform most popular subscription services, Xbox Game Pass and Nintendo Switch Online. Those subscribed to those services will be able to start playing the game as soon as it's made available to the public. If you are not subscribed to the so if you're not subscribed, obviously you're not going to be able to have access to it. Well, that's where things get tricky. Until now, Nintendo has not revealed any plans to release a digital uh retail version of GoldenEye 007. That means that the only way to play the game on that device is to subscribe to the online Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack plan, which will set you back about $50 a year. Yes, that means that those stuck with the base version of Nintendo Switch Online services will not be able to play GoldenEye. Man, okay, so I'm just curious, does that mean people are not going to play this game? However, for Xbox gamers have another option. Anyone who previously purchased the Rare Replay collection will receive GoldenEye 007 for free as part of the collection. Otherwise, both Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate subscribers will be able to access the game via their console through a PC release of the remaster is sadly not available at this time. I'm not going to go through the whole story, but I do want you all to know that January 27th seems to be the release date for a rollout, and
That's tomorrow.
yeah, it's happening. And it looks to be coming closer to 3 a.m. is when you'll be able to start seeing downloads and people playing this game.
That means they ain't got work. That's why they up.
Or it could be their
So-
job.
So it's only for Xbox Game Pass on the console, not PC.
No, it is going to be on both the console and PC. It's just that let's see. Ultimate subscribers will be able to access the game via console, though a PC release of the remaster is sadly not available at this time, so they won't get it at the same date.
Hey, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just wanted to say something on this too. BTG.
Ghost.
Pretty much the thing is with the Switch Online version, it has online multiplayer. And the Game Pass version does not. It only has local. So if you want to do that classic screen watching thing, you can do that on the Game Pass version. But Switch exclusively has the online play.
Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's a big
you gotta
deal.
pay for that expansion.
$50 a year. However, the Nintendo Switch does have a family plan that allows for you to be able to share that. So, thank you,
Extra $30.
Ghost of BTG, for sharing that. That is actually really important information
God,
for.
is that you?
for me.
Sometimes they call me that.
So be prepared to either fork over $50, or if you were one of the lucky few, or if you just really were a big time Rare fan and got Rare Replay, you'll have access to these games. So I'm just excited. It sounds like no one here outside of myself and perhaps God will be getting this game. Possibly, we're not entirely sure, but I have very good memories of this game. I even won my middle school tournament in GoldenEye. Yes, I won that, and I won in NFL Blitz. But we're not talking about NFL Blitz right now. We're talking about
1995.
How dare you? When Cynderelle's unfrozen, I would love to know what is her favorite N64 game title, if they have one.
I was a closet child. I never played the N64.
Ever? You never held a
missed-
controller? Interessante.
I had the Super Nintendo and the PlayStation.
Cool. No, that's not terrible. You play some Nintendo.
I was very protected, so to say. Yeah, never. Xbox N64. Never. I had the Super Nintendo. Played the crap out of that. The PlayStation, and then the PlayStation 2, and then the PlayStation 3. But both the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 3 were given to me well after release date. Like
Hey,
years.
better
Years.
late
And
than
they weren't my
never.
own.
Better late than never. Lily, how about you?
And I'm
The first N64 game I played was the little Mario jump where you kept pushing that penguin off the cliff. Because I played at my neighbor's.
Right, I remember that one.
I was like, oh, I can do this? Ha.
Mario 64 was another great title. Well, the reason why I'm excited for this game is just because it's a remaster. Cinderelle has a question, everyone.
a question. Was Smash Bros on the N64?
It was actually. Yes,
I
it
think I
was.
played it at a friend's house then.
Man,
I think I snuck it at a friend's house before.
So you played it at a party?
It wasn't a party. We were like 10, I think.
That's a party.
We were really young.
It's a party.
We were really
It's a
young.
kid's
There was
party.
like 3 of us. Yeah, it was like, yeah, a kid.
If pizza was involved, it was a
Yeah,
party.
sure. But I think we like, they were like, don't tell your mom. It's okay. It's okay. We'll play it. It's okay.
Don't
And
tell your
we
mom.
snuck. My mom's what she she's gotten a lot better now, but she was what you would call neurotic. I love her dearly, but I wasn't allowed to watch PG-13 movies until I was like 15. Like, it was
Damn.
I was a protected child.
I got away
That
with was it Team America?
Oh my gosh.
Bruh.
America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in,
had
God.
no social media, like nothing. Like MySpace, I hid my MySpace.
Oh,
I
wow.
learned how to proxy go through so many proxy servers before I hit high school just to hide my. Like, it was my phone. I would text off of Yahoo Messenger because back in the day, Yahoo email and Yahoo Messenger, you were able to text people.
Yeah. Without using
So
your
I would
10
text
cents.
off of Yahoo.
Without getting charged 10
it
cents
wasn't
per
a phone
text.
number. It wasn't a phone number. I was texting other people. It's not my fault if they chose to respond to me.
No, that's a good point. Well,
Like,
what?
But yeah, I liked Smash Bros. I loved playing Kirby.
Smash Bros was great. Oh my gosh. So I guess that brings up another good question. Were you also not allowed to watch scary movies?
Mm-mm.
No, you weren't allowed to see. How about you, Lily?
Oh man, my cousins made me sit through watching Chucky. At the time, I was scared because, like, man, me and this doll the same height. It's gonna be problems if this heathen comes to the TV. Now I can watch them with little jumps, but laugh at inappropriate spots in the movie. That's why I can't watch it in theaters, because I will watch, like, what was it? A dog got murked, and I cackled, and I heard some go, oh,
Oh no, not a dog.
hey man, the dog should have followed its instinct and got the fuck out the house.
Well,
I
go
think my
ahead.
first horror movie was like, I was 16. I think I was 16 when I watched my first horror movie, and it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ooh, that's a good one to start off with. Good.
At least it wasn't the latest one.
It was either that one or, well, it wasn't the original. It was the remake.
Was that a Chucky doll?
Nope. Go ahead and kick her out. We don't need it coming to the street.
Remember how
We don't
Chucky
play
used to
them
run?
Fired.
That was my child.
Oh shoot. Next news topic. Critics love the new Dead Space. That's terrified me.
It hurts right now.
Hopefully you hear him giggling in the
water
background.
back there. Just throw it over your shoulder.
While Cynderelle recovers from that terrifying attack. Critics love the new Dead Space remake. It seems like the new Dead Space is getting a really good following its announcement in 2021, a refreshingly open development period. EA remakes of the horror classic Dead Space is out tomorrow, January 27th on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. And reviews from various sites around the net suggest the remake is something very special, elevating the original while remaining true to what made the creepy space game so beloved all those years ago. Wow. Fun fact, the game came out in I'll just keep reading. The original Dead Space released back in 2008 was a bit of an oddity, a survival horror game from EA developed by Visceral Games.
Visceral.
Oh, Visceral Games.
Say thank you, God.
Thank God.
You're welcome.
Then EA Rewood Shores, a studio that up until Dead Space had mostly worked on stuff like Tiger Woods, The Godfather, The Sims. Yet, despite its strange origins, 2008's Dead Space would go on to become a massive hit from EA, would become a favorite among survival horror fans due to its creepy, atmospheric horror and ammo counting actions. Man, I feel that.
That was one thing he wasn't doing on your
Bro,
gameplay.
ammo was a problem. And this newest Dead Space is also likely to become a classic amongst fans of the genre, thanks to its impressive next-gen visuals, improved controls, expanded narrative, and the added attention to detail. Not only is Dead Space receiving rave reviews, it currently has an 89 on Metacritic, but it sounds like it might be the blueprint other massive remakes should follow moving forward. So I'm not sure, but have you guys played any Dead Space? Have you played Dead Space 1, 2, 3?
Nope.
Have you heard of it?
Horrible shot. Heard of it?
I'm pretty sure I was playing Nancy Drew and Freddy Fish when that game came out. So
Night Kids Guide here. So this game was probably one of the scariest games I ever played in my entire life. And you got to understand, this remake, they completely rebuilt it from the ground up, but it still has the same feel as the original game. And they're pretty much saying, like, this remake is the new standard for any remake that comes out after this. So if it's not as good as this, don't consider it a remake.
Ooh, I like that.
Damn, that's some high ass standards.
And that's
there.
coming from like all the reviewers. Like every single one is saying that. Game Informer, IGN, Polygon, GameSpot, Eurogamer, like Games Radar. Everybody is saying this. Like, this is, if you never played this game and you're into horror, this is a great game to pick up and play.
So y'all gonna stream it, right?
I'm gonna try.
I ain't watching.
So
I love you guys. I ain't watching it.
The problem with this game is when I played it back in 2008, I only played it during the daytime. So if I do that, you probably wouldn't be able to see me stream it because I'd only really be able to stream at night.
Just turn all your lights on. It'll be like
Nope,
daytime.
it's not the same.
Yeah,
Nope, can't do it.
Just tell Alexa turn that light on to 100.
See,
No, this game is terrifying.
horror. It's not. It's. I don't know if y'all saw my stream when I did Into the Backrooms.
Black and Tie God. I like that hetero.
That's a good name.
It's a good name. I don't know if y'all saw my stream Into the Back when I did Into the Backrooms.
Terrifying?
Not this headset, but my old headset before my child viciously cut the cable.
Check
Nope. Yeah. It was the same child. That poor headset got yeeted across my room at least 7 times. At least. And we have like 2 clips of it getting through because something jumped, I launched it, and no.
I think
So basically, your child was just putting your headphones to rest. He was like, you know what? You've done your job.
Yes, he's like, it's time.
So
It's time.
So you know what was like another reason why this game was so scary is like the scary scenes weren't the same every time. Like they had several like different ways that it was scripted. So like the monsters could crawl through the vents and stuff, but apparently in this one, the AI now does their own thing. So every time you go through a certain scene in the game, it's even worse because you don't know how it's gonna turn out.
Oh, they all interact differently?
Yes.
Oh no.
So
And
what you're
Cynderelle
saying
and
is
I
it
was both
fucks with
shaking
your
our
head.
heads.
It sounds like
so what you're saying is it fucks with your head.
Oh, the whole game fucks with your head because I remember
there's
playing.
whispering.
Yeah, there's whispering through, like you're mentally in the game. Your character's mentally going through like stress, and you're also you're hearing like these little kids' voices like in the background singing like "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star." Little kid voices singing "Twinkle
Terrifying.
Twinkle Little Star" like the entire game.
I got that on the daily. I don't need that in my games.
It's crazy. It's ridiculous, but this
Now
game
put
is
it in VR.
so good. The combat's good too. So
I don't
it's
think
just
they can
all
put it in
good.
VR since it's third person.
Little star, like
You know
that.
what?
No, it's worse.
And
Way worse.
It makes it sound like it's behind you, and when you turn around, there's nothing there.
Yeah, it's so faint. Like it feels like you know how your voice in your head starts talking to you? It feels like that. Or like when you hear something but there's nothing there, that's how the song sounds when it's playing.
Oh, I
in the
do have
game.
daily conversations with the voice.
Like it's crazy.
The voices in my head. Okay,
See,
so
I didn't even make it through Outlast. Like I tried to play Outlast. I made it through to the basement, and
that's another
Nope.
terrifying game right there.
Yep.
What-
But see,
what-
like things like if it's like the hills have eyes, like the hills have eyes, where it's just creepy.
That
That
was
I'm fine
creepy.
with. No, that was fine.
They
If
do
the hills
have
have eyes, I was fine with.
They do have a
That-
game trailer for it. If you're interested in checking it out, you guys can check it out, or we can check it out here. Are you? I'm going to ask my two co-hosts. Do you guys want to check out the trailer for this game?
I have not.
Brace
There's not
yourself.
enough alcohol in the world.
It's gonna smash us into the hall.
Oh, well, you haven't tried Everclear.
That's a mean drink right there.
I'm from Idaho. We run that shit. Like what?
It's all falling apart here.
Hey, Isaac.
I've been trying
Got it?
Everclear. What?
That thing, it makes you have the whole.
Where is
chest
everybody?
hairs. Ooh,
Oh, the game looks so good.
it do.
What the?
This transformation, it's remarkable. Don't you want to be reunited with the people you lost? Our homecoming will be
You're good.
divine.
That's zombies right there.
There's still a way out for us. But we don't have much time.
Really shaking her head. No, it's great
Is that a
storytelling.
tentacle monster?
It's a tentacle monster.
I thought
Oh.
we were watching a horror show, not a porn show.
Oh
What?
no!
And also on this
Gotta
one,
tickle your nose.
you know, you'll probably be interested. This one has a new secret ending.
A new secret ending?
Yeah, they announced it like yesterday that this one has a new secret ending.
Okay, I gotta play this game.
On
Dead
stream?
Space Hentai Edition. Yo, no, Vita, we can't do
Wait, no.
that.
Wait, whoa. You forgot the most important part of that title. You forgot
What's
the
that?
uwu.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a woo right there. Oh, Yano didn't say it. Okay, redo it.
Yeah, no, you didn't do it right.
And to
Your
the
voice
next
has to go about
topic.
like 10 octaves higher.
What was that?
Well, speaking of octaves, we're talking about rhythm games now, and I'm interested to hear y'all thoughts on this game coming up here. Right, surprise drum beat. Surprise Xbox release High Fi Rush. Am I pronouncing that right?
High five.
High Five Rush attracts
Thank you,
stellar
God.
scores and solid sales. Have you guys heard of this game?
No,
No? Okay.
I don't have an Xbox, so
God has.
why?
Same.
Was any game on Xbox now, think of it as PC as well. So we'll just say PC games in general.
I think this game is out on everything though.
Game Pass doesn't always have Xbox games.
Very true.
Steam too.
Well, but if it's on Xbox, is it not on PC as well, or is that
No,
not true?
yeah, that's not true. So when you have Game Pass, you just have access to all the games that are on Xbox and on PC.
All right, so let me try to break it down. As any game that's on Xbox, not Game Pass, but Xbox on PC as well. Is that fair to say or no?
No,
No.
What game is on Xbox but not on PC?
I don't know. It's random. It depends on the developers.
Okay, I believe you. Easily the highest.
He's calling God a liar.
I'm damn scared me.
I
What you mean? Easily the highest of yesterday's Xbox showcase was the surprise announcement and then release of High Five Rush from the team behind both Evil Within games and jarring change in tone. Fun fact, the rhythm-based combat game was a secret until the showcase and had the extremely unusual step of dropping live that very same day as full release. But it wasn't just a fun gimmick, as it turns out High Five Rush is a very good game and not some freebie throwaway offering by any stretch of the imagination. I've noticed two significant things about early tracking for High Five Rush. First, the game has attracted a 90%, 99% extremely positive review score on Steam with 400 plus reviews in exceptional numbers and ones that could have been influenced by some negative console war bombing, which does not appear to be happening, thankfully. Secondly, the game is actually a top seller on Steam right now, despite being a high-profile Xbox Game Pass release. On Steam's review charts, the $30 title is currently in 5th place. Actually, the highest currently released game on the list. Number 1 is the Steam Deck, and I've never known why they even put this on the list. 2 and 4 are pre-sales of Hogwarts Legacy and Dead Space. 3 is Counter-Strike Go, which is their best of macro transactions. But there's a High Five Rush in 5th place, very impressive. So to be entirely honest with y'all, I'm just learning about this game. I saw the YouTuber Maximilian playing this game last night on his stream, and it looked really good. And I didn't hear not a bad thing said about it. But both of my co-hosts have not heard of this game or played it or seen anything about it yet.
God has.
So it's
nope.
So
it's a rhythm-based combat game.
it's a rhythm action combat game. Yes. So like the entire game, there's music playing, and the enemies only attack on beat. When you attack on beat, your damage is higher and you can do more combos. But the whole game is rhythm based.
So it's like DDR, but you're punching people.
Well, you're hitting them with a guitar.
Game that's like that too. The little rock and roll game.
Oh
where you
yeah,
gotta fight on beat.
the metal game. Yeah.
Yeah, and it does have. They actually have.
Crypt of the Necrodancer.
It is licensed music. Like they have like 9 Inch Nails and stuff. but they also have streamer mode to like if you want to stream it. But
So,
yeah,
fun fact, it is on Game Pass. I just checked.
yeah, it is on Game Pass. It's on both.
PC Game Pass. Yeah, it's on PC Game Pass. Fun fact, I just checked.
Oh,
So I might have to
try it out.
Try it out. And yeah,
Try it out.
add to my list of games to make recordings for and then never edit because I'm behind on editing. But
So yeah, so the game is just like it's super fun. In the visuals, like the cell shading, however they did it, it looks like it's really clean. The animations are clean. Combat is nice.
Is the story good?
Story is actually good. So, and the comedic banter, like the whole talking throughout the game, is really on point. Story seems pretty. If it was an anime, I would definitely watch it. Like it could be an anime.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you just gave an idea.
but
Lily-
I love rhythm games. Like I miss DDRs, like the original DDR where you plug the mat into the PlayStation, you know? Like
I have
original
that.
DDR or playing it at the arcade.
Oh yeah.
Not Mappa. Oh my gosh.
Top tier DDR. And that what was
Yeah.
that one song? What was that really popular? Butterfly or something like that? That was the really popular one. That one. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Lily knows.
Of course, I have 98% of the games. I'm missing a few, and a pad that. Well, I have to get a hardware.
A woman
floor
after my own
for
heart.
it. To work, so I gotta. If I want to play DDR, I gotta move my PS2 downstairs to the hardware floor.
Okay, so we're all going to Lily's house for a DDR party. Cool.
Sounds
No
like
one's
it's
coming
fun.
down here to.
I'll be
I'll
there.
come down there. Where are you at?
I'm God. I'm everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
Yo, if I
Oh,
see BTGs come out of nowhere like this, slowly descending, I'm like, you know what?
I am here, my child. Yeah, no.
I'm gonna tell my
pass,
rabbit.
hard pass.
It's a hard pass.
Hard pass.
I'm like, well, can you go to give me some food and groceries while you're just floating around? Thanks.
well, we all miss DDR, but we're also going to have to be saying goodbye to our next news topic. Uncharted is going to be no longer around thanks to
Wait.
Naughty Dog.
That was the
I
game
beat
with the
the
really hot
games.
dude on the cover, right?
Yes.
I want to say yes,
Okay,
but
thanks.
I'm confirmed. Naughty
Nathan
Dog
Drake? Yeah.
is done with Uncharted.
Nathan Drake is hot.
See?
Which one are we talking about? The one movie or the game?
God knows.
The game.
Fire-
Yeah.
Firefly.
I've never played any
Oh,
of the
yeah.
games. That's why I was like, I just know him by the cover of it. I've never played the Uncharted games.
Never.
I'll
wow.
swing on his rope.
I wasn't even allowed to watch Power Rangers. Like,
Go Power Rangers.
Is that the one where they would throw up in their helmets? We are able
Wait.
to put our final brushstroke on the story and say we are done. We're moving on, said Naughty Dog's co-president President Neil Druckmann was confirmed that the studio is now done with the Uncharted series and is moving on from it.
Oh, okay.
In an interview with BuzzFeed, Druckmann,
Druckmann. No, N.
Druckmann, is that how
You
you
just called this man drunk.
Druckmann discussed the future of Naughty Dogs and reflects on its previous successor. After talking about the upcoming The Last of Us multiplayer game and the potential for a third installment of the series, the developer then mentioned the studio's other big series, Uncharted. For us, this is Druckmann speaking. For us, the Uncharted was insanely successful. Druckmann reveals Uncharted 4 was one of our best-selling games, and we are able to put our final brushstrokes on the story and say that we are done. We're moving on, which is pretty definitive way of saying there's currently no plans to make any other Uncharted games. Hopefully, maybe they'll still make movies, but this has gotten the sting from those holding out hope for Uncharted 5, especially after two Naughty Dog developers told Games Radar Plus last year to never say never when it comes to another sequel. The studio obviously has a soft spot for its Icon series, though, as the currently airing The Last of Us TV show featured a subtitle reference to Nathan Drake in its second episode. If you haven't been keeping up, the Uncharted series is made up of 4 mainline games and series of several other spin-off titles, expansions, and re-releases. Nathan Drake's story was also adapted for screen last year in the form of Uncharted movie, which saw Tom Holland playing as the famous treasure hunter and Mark Wahlberg as his good friend Sully.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, his story's done.
You
So
feel they played it all out?
yeah. I mean, even with the one with the 2 chicks, I mean, there's nothing else that can be done with that series.
I did enjoy them. I only beat the first one. I don't think I finished the second one, but I really did enjoy I can only talk about the one that I played. I really did enjoy the game, and to be honest with you, it makes me now want to play through all of them now that they're done.
Oh, I played them. Oh, well, if you guys, when I was streaming, I did play through all with the 4 Uncharted.
So if they come out with another remake of all the games in one, would you play it?
That's what they kind of did. They remade the last 2 and put them out because that's the order remaster. And so you stream never. That is a lie. I used to. That's what I said used to. But
Lily, when was the last time you streamed?
It was the charity stream. Actually, no, it was last Friday the 13th for Rock Band and Guitar Hero. That was my last stream.
13th.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lily streamed more recently than me. Never mind. Rest my case. Never mind.
But before that,
Continue.
it was a charity stream. That was the last time. So that was about 2 months ago, right when I started my job.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing that they're saying, hey, we like what the game has done. We're not going to try to, try to pull something that we can out of it. We came to the end. We did everything we came to want to do. So I'm very pleased that the game has done so well. I've never heard anyone say, ugh, Nathan Drake, ugh, Uncharted. There's a second one,
Did you see the pants on that guy?
Was his fly open? I didn't
Fly
see
doesn't need to be
was-
open to see those pants.
Yeah.
a male Laura Croft. Essentially, that's. I think it was a really good. I think that's where they got the idea from it, and I really enjoyed both the Tomb Raider and the Uncharted games. So I look forward to playing these games.
I loved the
So-
Tomb Raider game. Tomb Raider
What
was
What if Laura
Continue.
Croft, like the polygon graphics, like poured into Nathan Drake at the time? When
Can we have a Laura Croft Nathan Drake crossover though? Like
that would
low
be
key,
cool.
can that
I know
happen?
Bat and the Sun did a versus with them too, and that was pretty good.
I'm with
It was-
God. They should have a baby.
I think if you throw Indiana Jones in there, you got me. I'm there 100%.
So-
No,
saying
no.
a
Indiana
Is that
Jones
what's
is
going
Laura
on?
Croft's father. That's how that is. And then Laura Croft and Nathan Drake need to have a baby. I ship this. This is canon.
Uncharted Raider.
DMV,
I
I
mean,
shipped them. I shipped them so hard. I mean,
What-
to be fair, Laura Croft was my BioAwakening, so because that was one of the few PlayStation games I was allowed to play, surprisingly, when I was little. So
Oh, I played the newer ones. The old ones, all I did was lock the butler in the freezer. Like every other disturbed child did. So yeah.
Well,
Never-
that go ahead, Lily.
I was about to say never played the game, just lock the butler.
Just lock the butler in the freezer. Well,
Yeah.
that wraps up our final story for today's podcast. But at the end,
Oh, you
of
missed one.
I did.
Yeah, the bath water.
The best one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, I thought I was losing my mind for a second. I'm like, did I like lag that hard that I missed a whole ass story? What?
Let's try it. I'm gonna try it again.
It's okay, guys got it.
Oh, thanks, guys. Hey,
All right, so if you guys haven't bought Lily's bath water yet, you have a chance to buy some other bath water.
Lily's bath water's for sale?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Was
No, it's
And-
still on sale.
She's got bath water, soap, and beard oils.
Yeah.
Disney fans are selling Splash Mountain water after the ride closes. The famous water ride, which is being renovated and rethemed, shut down on January 22nd. Popular Disney World ride Splash Mountain, based on animated scenes from the controversial 1960s Disney film Song of the South, has shut down. A lot of people love the ride, which dated back to 1992, so it makes sense that yesterday, Disney adults and superfans alike crowded the park, all in an effort to ride Splash Mountain one last time. Some of them even scooped up some water from that last day and are now trying to sell the stuff online via auction site eBay, asking up to $150 for a single jar. Splash Mountain, one of Disney World's most popular and famous rides, closed yesterday after 30 years of operation. This wasn't surprising. Disney announced the shutdown back in 2020 and explained that the ride would be repurposed into a similar log flume ride, based on the 2009 animated film The Princess and the Frog, a movie that, unlike Song of the South, isn't so horrifically racist that Disney buried it in a vault, never to see the light of day again. Regardless of how you feel about the ride's origins, Splash Mountain was an iconic attraction and a popular one too. So of course some grifters are trying to take advantage of people's nostalgia, as spotted by various folks on Twitter. People who claim to have been at Splash Mountain yesterday are now trying to sell water from their historic last ride. On eBay, found well over a dozen different users trying to sell different amounts of Splash Mountain water. Some prices are fairly low, a few bucks or less, which almost seems reasonable until you remember it's a tiny bag or bottle of dirty H2O from a ride that likely changes water every few weeks. That's assuming the seller isn't lying. Other eBay listings aren't as cheap, with some asking for $50, $100, or even $150 for just a small amount of water. The trend's gotten big enough that a few people are posting obviously false joke items for thousands of dollars. But then I also found someone trying to sell Splash Mountain water from 2021 long before it closed for $1,000, which could be a joke but also seems genuine. This is a very strange planet we live on. For those of you reading this and thinking, hey, I wish I had some water from Splash Mountain's final day of operation, well, that's odd. But also, don't buy this stuff. Instead, just go to Disneyland in California, where the ride is still operating for now, and bottle up some of your very own Splash Mountain liquid. Cut out the middleman, save some money, and have a nice vacation too.
First off, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I purchased this water. I don't know if I would boil it and then eat some ramen noodles with it or what. But,
I don't think you could boil it enough times to get the bacteria out of that water. You'd have to send it to space and back, and even then it'd be questionable.
For those who's from the DMV area, so Rainbow said she's gonna put some Anacostia water in that joke and tag it as she's trying to commit murder.
See, I never liked the Splash Mountain ride. Like, something about getting sprayed in the face is not my cup of tea.
That's a lot of water getting drenched in.
Wait, hold on. So, do we want to rephrase this or not?
My words are open to interpretation.
My cheekbones. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we could definitely talk about where else would you possibly purchase this water from?
Nowhere, because nobody in their sane mind would be purchasing
people
water.
do buy water.
Hey, look under Etsy. They probably have some under there too. Etsy.
What are they gonna do? Decorate the bag? Or is it water?
That is crafty. Even though half the stuff on Etsy is not crafty anyway. It's just third party BS. But
I think you can make anything look acceptable. If you had a collection of a glass case just filled with different bottles filled with water, and if you labeled
This
them,
cup is water.
and you
Nope,
label
I'm
it,
selling it for $200.
see, but you're not doing it right. There's a certain way to get things sold, and to be honest with you,
I'm selling a bottle of Splash Mountain water. Would you
I
like
want
some?
2. Give me 2.
I have 3 shekels.
Y'all making me bring out my e-girl, and I'm not appreciative of this.
Well, fun fact, that wraps up all our stories for today.
Are you sure about that?
I don't. Let me check
There
this
may or
out.
may not be some feet pics included. Let me see.
Sold.
Special edition.
Oh, look, they even got the little cat on the side too. Like that's the seller right there.
That's the seller.
Mhm.
Right.
Yo, somebody got the little. Is it
You
the
can
same
sell
person?
anything online, man. It just depends on how you
Yo.
advertise it.
That drove for 700.
And the truth is that eBay makes money off of these items. Even if they don't get sold, they still make a profit from the item. Even if they get you taxed. You're taxed when you put something up for sale.
eBay was the original Etsy.
You know
That
what?
is true.
Yeah, that's facts.
But does someone have a certificate of authenticity with their water for $41?
Authenticity?
Did you see that? It
I see
looked
it's
like it.
Is that a thing?
That is a letter of authenticity there. Yes, you're right.
Oh my! Did they have somebody from the park sign that shit?
Maybe you could probably ask someone there to sign it, I guess.
I have the newest ad.
Well,
I have Splash Mountain water. Ryan Reynolds himself bathed
hey,
in it.
man. Yeah. You want people to trust you, man. You don't want that. You don't want to sell them junk. And then they go
Yo,
home
look
and
at the
drink.
baggie. That
They
is
have it
not
in a
gonna make-
Ziploc bag.
That is not going to make it through shipping. What is wrong with them?
That bag gonna burst real quick.
Especially with the post office. You know what? Everything they ship will not make it with the post office.
I have friends that work in the post office. Mm-hmm.
I
What-
used
I know
to. Man, talk about soccer games in that joint. Like, ha ha ha.
Well, that does bring us to the end of today's stream. However, we do have a segment called Getting to the Pot of Gold. This is a segment where you guys at home get to ask us questions, whatever you like, and we have to answer them here live on stream. Do we have any questions, Cynderelle?
What?
Do we have any questions?
Yes, I think so. I mean, yeah. Am I going first, or is Lily going first?
Lily, would you like to?
Hold on,
Lily,
please,
would
let
you
me-
like to? Do you have the questions available?
I gotta bust it open. Hold on.
Oh my, Cynderelle.
I know what. Okay, I'll go first. All right. So this one was Rainbow posted this one. What is your craziest customer service encounter?
Experience.
Craziest customer service encounter or experience? Yeah.
Oh, I used to work at Six Flags America, and I used to do face painting and tattoos. And I worked in the water park side of things, and I used to get all kinds of people to ask me where can I put a tattoo here or whatever. The weirdest place was not the chesticles; it was right by the pum pum. It was right down there, and I had to put a spray paint tattoo literally right where the lips meet. So
Well,
that was my most unique experience.
considering which Six Flags you was working at, that's believable. Did she say give it a kiss?
She was definitely drunk. She had a lot. You could smell the liquor off of her.
Can you
I
imagine
don't think
that
I
Joe
would ever be
started
drunk
talking to
enough to
you?
ask somebody to spray paint my.
It wasn't on it. It was very, very
Close enough.
to
Did
it.
you see it?
It was whispering to
see it?
him. It was whispering.
It's close enough then.
It's like, hey, You should move that paintbrush a little closer.
Dark days.
Oh,
Dark
Yano.
days.
Thank you, tattoo man.
All right, mine isn't as
Made a lot on
questionable as
tips.
that one.
I bet.
Hey, it is Night Kids After Dark, isn't it? Like, mine's not as questionable as that one. So I don't think any of you guys know this. I used to work for a bank.
Wow.
It was one of the very popular banks. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a W. Oh, fuck no. I've never worked for Bank of America. Sorry.
Okay, I know which one that one is then.
That was aggressive. It starts with a W. Yeah. So I'll set the scene for you. It's Halloween, the day before Halloween, 2019. We're allowed to dress up at work for Halloween. I got my cat ears on. And I am a lead. Nope, I wasn't a lead yet because I wasn't pregnant yet. So it was 2019. It was before I got pregnant. I wasn't quite a lead, so I was just a basic teller, but I'd already been there for like 3 years. So I've seen some things. I've seen some things. But keep in mind, I worked in San Francisco. I worked downtown, right on the edge of the Tenderloin and the financial district. I don't know if any of y'all have ever been to San Francisco. Right in between those two districts, we were kind of like a little tricuspid. Got the Tenderloin, got financial, and then you got Union Square where all the tourists show up. So I worked right there. I was the heart of downtown San Francisco. And this lady came up to me and she's like, I want to cash this money order. I'm like, cool. Do you have an account with us? And she's like, no. Like, okay, well, unfortunately, this isn't a Wells Fargo money order. I can't cash it. And she's like, well, it says payable. I'm like, it says payable to this specific Wells Fargo, which is in Minnesota. Unfortunately, we don't have, like, it was a CVS money order. We don't have a deal with CVS money orders. My system physically will not let me cash it out. There was absolutely nothing I could do. And she started getting a little heated. Now keep in mind, I'm wearing cat ears and cat whiskers. Like, I'm all dressed the nines trying to tell this lady no. and
She just said meow. No.
And she was, and I'm a sweet person. I'm a nice person. But working downtown changes a person, and it brings out an attitude I didn't know I had until working downtown. And this lady, she got very angry to the point she was like, well, I'll just wait. When are you off? I'll just wait for you outside. Like, I'll make you cash my check. Like, I'll just wait for you outside. And I'm like, what the fuck you think you're talking to? First off, there is a 2-inch barrier between the two of us. Like, you ain't touching me. No, you ain't touching me. And she was just like, well, I'll just wait for you outside. I'll wait for you outside. My manager, who, by the way, no, my manager did, though. My manager did, Ricky. My manager's very gay. And he is very openly gay. He is matches his cufflinks to his sweater. Like, that, I love him dearly. He was my favorite manager ever. Like, when he left the branch, I was so sad. He came up, like, he had overheard what was going on, and he had been standing behind me for a good 2 minutes. And she started going, I'll just wait for you outside. I'll just wait for you outside. Security, you need to escort this woman out. And she was like, well, who do you think you are? He's like, ma'am, get the fuck out of my bank.
Oh,
get out. Like, you're not going to sit here and threaten my tellers. Get out. You are not a customer. You have no account. Leave. I'm like, damn straight. I was just sitting there with the smug ass cat look on my face, like, you picked the wrong teller to mess with.
She tried to
yeah,
the hand.
Yeah, what do you say? I would have been instigating.
Oh, teller today. Like, but I've seen so much. Like, I can't even, like, that was just the one that was memorable just because I was in my cat ears. Like, cat ears and cat whiskers.
Yeah, you chilling.
I've seen so much shit at that bank. I've had people spit at me. I had some guy pee in my lobby. I had some guy walk out shaking shit out of his leg. Like,
you sure he wasn't in DC? Because that's
like,
the same story as I got.
So this wasn't a customer service encounter. So our bank was very old. It was a historical building. very old. I think it was 100 years old. All the original marble. It was a very, very old bank. We had these old grates on the outside. Like, I don't know what they were for, but they were on the wall. I was walking into work one day, and this guy was standing, like, facing the wall. I was a little hesitant at first. It was questionable. And he had indecently exposed himself to that grate.
Oh, but why?
Well, apparently it provided much pleasure because he had inserted himself.
Oh,
what and where?
The grate.
he said, "I'm gonna make you mine tonight."
And it was one of those old, like, decorative grates too, so it had all the curves and everything. It wasn't just like your straight solid line grate, it had curves.
Oh,
and he had some hip movement to him. It was like I said, I saw some shit. The city changes a person. I came from a town of 6,000 people. My high school graduating class had 100 people in it, and I moved to the middle of San Francisco.
Wow.
The city changes a person.
It'll do that. It sounds like every city has its fair share of problems.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're safe.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh, I was always safe. It was fun.
Well,
Lily, what's your customer experience?
Well, I had one at the time. I was working in DC. I was at FedEx office. Great place, but we was by the homeless shelter as well. So that's one where a lady was sitting on the bench and just lifted up her whole shirt. The saggy titty just came out of nowhere. I'm like, because it was all windows, so we could see it. We could see the street. We could see all the tourist people. And the lady put out the saggy titty, and it was just out in the window. And I'm like,
you never wanted to feel a breeze across your hips?
Maybe in my backyard. Not out in the open. But this one, which was hilarious to me, because we print orders and things like that. So it was this guy who was a chef, came in and placed an order for placards. So with all print jobs, we asked if the customer would like to see a proof before we run it. He said, no. I said, okay, sign this. He signed the paperwork saying he do not want to see a proof, just run it as is. So he came and picked up his work. While I ran the order, I noticed he had some spelling mistakes. But you know what? I'm not going to fix it. You denied the proof. Ran it. He picked up the order, left, came back like an hour later. It's like, this is unacceptable. I said, what's wrong? The word shrimp is spelled wrong. I said, that's not my problem. You should have fixed it when you seen it. You see this paperwork here? You denied a proof before we ran your order. We run as is. We are not spell check. We do not change nothing. This was all on you. Where's your manager? So the manager came out, was like, should have done it at home. You should have had word fixed that red underline. Yeah. He spelled shrimp SRHMIP. Shrimp. And he's a chef.
I mean, I don't know if I need my chef to know how. No, I do need him to know how to read. You're right.
mean, you don't want him
if you don't know how to spell the food
incorrect ingredients. And it was basic ass cards, just words printed on cardstock and then creased to the placard. Shrimp. So he created a whole scene. I can't believe I'm not coming back here again because you guys know how to treat your customers, especially black ones. I'm like, okay, sure. Week later, he came back for some more jobs, and I just sat there like, And I was like lead production at that time. So when he put in his order, I was like, oh, okay. I always pushed his order all the way to the back to the last minute we ran. Just because I had the power. Of course. Of course. Now, if you're like a really cool customer, if I ain't doing nothing, I'll just print your order right there and call it a day. Because this one guy, he was super petty and also gay. He's really funny. He come down from the Navy, I think museum or something like that. He come in there. How's my favorite girl? I was like, hey, boo. We just be ignorant. So
To the top of the line for you.
top of the line. And also, it was one that wasn't really customer service, but my manager, because he was such a ball. He decided to. Well, he always wore clothes that was 2 sizes too small. So, oh wait, where's hetero? He knows. So one day, early morning, he was picking something up off the floor, and we all heard something go rip. So I had sat there like, well, it's not me. I'm like size 4, and I didn't eat yet. I didn't have gas, and so you just saw my manager like stand up slowly. I was like, I'm gonna take a 10 minutes so I can go to the back room and die. Dog, the whole office was dying laughing.
Oh no.
He just put a little apron around. I was like, see, that's what you get for being a butthole. Greatest.
And this is exactly why all of us
ever.
had extra clothes.
Oh, he did not. He should have just got some leggings or something, but yep. Split wide open. I was like, dog, this is hilarious. Even the one chick who was shipping out stuff, she was on the floor dying laughing. Yes, I just went in the back and was howling. So going in the back room didn't help, but I was crying laughing. I tried to help a customer, and every time I see him walk up, I was like, be a jerk again. See something else rip.
do we have another story?
I think Lily has a question.
Let's see. Let's flip through here. Why did it reset?
Oh, but good pants rip is always hilarious.
Man,
I don't think I ever had a clothing malfunction at work.
Oh,
I mean, I
work.
had extra clothes, but I actually don't think I've ever had. That's a lie. I did have a bathing suit top come off once.
In public, or you?
Wait, technically, I mean, middle of nowhere on a lake. We were tubing, and my dad launched me off the tube a little too hard. And yeah, well, so he was not gentle with me when I was on the tube. We had a big, giant, round, flat tube. We have pictures of me, like I'm airborne, sideways airborne on this tube. And I fell off of it at one point, and the way that I hit the water, everything came down.
Oh no.
I was wearing a life jacket and everything still. Pants, top, everything just went.
Oh no.
That water said, hey, guess what?
My dad's like, are you ready to come out? I'm like, no, give me a second. Gotta find my pants. Second. Gotta find my pants.
Yeah, you know it's hard to find it in the water.
Well, it was still on one foot, so I just had to feel and try to get my other foot in there.
Hanging on by a toe.
And then figure out how to get my top worked out. Lily, if you're still looking for a question, Vitomon has a question in chat.
Oh, I had read that one in the Discord as well. It was between that and
Okay.
So yeah, we can go Vito's. What is the one anime move you would like to do in real life? Just one.
I want to be a pretty Princess Star person. Star Guardian.
But is that an anime move?
It's an anime move, right?
Sailor Moon's an anime.
I know, but you got to pick one move. Like, would it be the tiara move, like the wand move?
100% tiara.
So
100%. You're telling me you wouldn't want to launch a large, shiny, circular object at anybody's throat?
I mean, I'd probably be, well, then I'd be short and bald, but I was like, that'd be Krillin with the little.
I got a full-on list of people that I would launch that thing at so fast.
Cut everybody up in that.
Yeah, and I look pretty in a little skirt while doing it.
I mean, that's how you do it.
Oh, if I had to do I'd probably do the dude version. Me and skirts is not best friends. Along with heels.
I don't like mini skirts or heels, but I'll still wear them just to show you up.
I throw a destructo
scared.
disc, take out mountains, carve
It'll be
my
a-
face.
I know. See, the perk to the mini skirt in the battle, it's a distraction. All you gotta do is a
Man.
high kick. They see everything. They're like, "What?" And then you just kick them in the face, and they're done.
You do a high kick like, hey, can I get a spray paint right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have you hook me up with a picture that way for extra distraction before?
I should never said
Before?
anything. Mine would be a Kamehameha wave. That's what it would be. I would like to shoot a good one and just let it rip. Just like
It wouldn't be nothing Naruto? Because you were so
I-
excited about Naruto last week.
I mean, if
Just do the
anything,
Naruto run.
Shino. I would love to have Shino's powers if it was from Naruto. DBZ it would be a Kamehameha wave. Don't think too hard about it. Don't think about it.
I was trying. Is it the shadow dude? No, that's not the shadow dude, is it?
Don't think about it. I just
Oh, wait
want...
a minute. What would you? What are you doing with the shadow technique?
It's
there,
not.
sir?
It's not. It's BTG answered his.
Oh, don't you try to change the subject to God.
Final Flash and Destructo Disc. Yeah, those or Destructo. Those are some good ones. Shino uses, but why would you tell everyone that?
Oh, you know what? You're close to that anyway, because where you live is nothing but bug country
City.
anyway.
That's all our questions. Do we have is that it for our questions? That last one was pretty quick, so that's it.
I mean, we can do another one. Oh,
Well,
we got a whole list.
I'm sure. You know what? We got today's games of the week. So
Oh yeah,
games
that's a
released.
thing, isn't it?
All right, so get prepared for the games that are coming out this week. So far, the games that have come out so far, Forspoken came out on January 24th. Kingdom Rush for Xbox Series X and S came out the 24th. Risen on the 24th. World War Z came out on the 24th. Now, here's where we're at. Yesterday came out Hi-Fi Rush. We just talked about that on today's stream, but games that came out today and coming out tomorrow are Deliverer, Tumble Time, Devolver Tumble Time. That's coming out for iOS January 26th. That's today. Hitman World Assassination. That's coming out today. That comes out today on Xbox Series S's, all the PS5s and 4s, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Dead Space Remake comes out tomorrow. We just talked about that one, so we're going to see a lot of people playing that game coming up very soon. PS5, Series X and S, and PC. And finally, GoldenEye 007 comes out for Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch tomorrow. With that being said, where can we find you, Cynderelle?
Instagram at _Cynderelle, Twitter at _Cynderelle, as well as YouTube at _Cynderelle. I am currently working on my first edit. We're almost done. We are almost done with it. We're currently sitting at 92 deaths. I still have an hour of footage to go through.
You can do it.
You can do it.
I guessed 100 deaths. It's looking like we're gonna surpass that. But the first edit is almost done. I'm hoping to get it out at least, hopefully by Monday. I just gotta sit down and actually do it. But yeah, _Cynderelle for YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. No, Twitter. There we go.
I'm sorry, my rabbit is getting on my nerves.
That was your rabbit that made. Oh my gosh!
Yes.
I'm like a grown person.
We got children guest stars and animal guest stars this podcast.
Right.
Lily, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at LilyMasume. Also on Twitch at LilyMasume. I'm hoping to come back to do a birthday stream sometime next month. And I will have a date sometime in the upcoming days.
Awesome. So check out.
What about you, Yana?
You can find me, Yanonick, over at Twitch at twitch.tv/Yanonick, or you can find me on Twitter at NK_Yanonick for updates as to when I'm going live or what's going on in my world. Black and Tie God, where can we find you?
Everywhere. Now you guys can find me on Black and Tie Guy Plays on Twitch, here on the Team Nike's channel, on Twitter NK_BTG Plays, and Instagram Black and Tie Guy Plays.
Do we have anyone to raid? Anyone? Any suggestions?
Well, Tiffany Lockhart is playing Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh, she's playing it now? Oh, this will give people great time to...
Yeah, I am kind of curious about how that's going to go.
Yeah, all right. Well, in that case, we're going to raid out to...
Why does Amazon Music has a Twitch playing music?
You know what? That's a great
Don't
question.
ask questions. Don't.
I have questions.
As a heads up, you all, you can find us next week, Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time here on Team Nike's over on Twitch. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
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 Wait, did you separate?
BT Black and Tie God is working on it.
Well, y'all ain't give me the name.
Oh man. Oh my bye.
Wait, wasn't y'all? Come on.
I thought Yano was doing that joint.
Yeah, all y'all got mod access.
Oh, I can do
don't.
a raid?
Oh, except for Cynderelle, you're right.
It's not my job.
Jinx. We typed at the same time.
We did. You were fast though, because I copy and pasted mine.
Oh,
I had to type it. I was like,
wasn't
oh, this is
bad.
not working.
That's hilarious. Bye, y'all.
Like, oh wait,
Y'all, we're professionals around here.
Professionals.
hey, that's how we be doing.
Professional.
I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. We'll see y'all next week.
Are we saying bye this time?
I think so.
Is it for real? Is it a for real buy?
We're going.
Okay, yeah, it is.